Hi guys, it's me again. It's Friday night, not Tuesday, but you will see this video on Tuesday. I'm over here on a Friday night writing blogs for fun. And I'm not joking. I love writing stuff. I love writing stuff that hopefully you guys read. And this week's blog post or next week's blog post that you'll see that comes out on Tuesday is in regards to regrets. Can you say you don't have any? Probably not, especially if you have that one tattoo that's like no regrets, right? It's like if you have that tattoo, then you probably have at least one regret. But how do we look at our regrets again as ways to move forward positively and not just kind of shoulda, coulda, woulda, and now I'm really bummed about it. So in the blog on inherentstrength.com, I kind of go over that and I talk about me again. And one of the reasons for me kind of sharing my personal stories is because that's what I know. I know myself and I also know my clients, but I can't really share their stories. So I'll share mine to kind of help us figure out how to do it better as we all kind of move forward through life. So, when I talk about when I was in my 20s, and I remember saying this, like, oh, I have no regrets at all. Everything I do, I don't regret. I learned from it and I love my life, right? But then I kind of moved into across the 20s, late 20s, early 30s. And I was like, damn it, I have a lot of regrets and I can't say that. But I looked back on it and I thought, why do, I have so many regrets? And why I kind of felt that I did was because I would look at each thing and realize that I kept doing them. Maybe through most of my 20s, it was like the same thing over and over and over. For me, for instance, it was the same type of guy, right? That you kind of just never kind of moved forward from. And I really believe that life gives us the same lesson over and over and over again until we learn the lesson and then can move forward. So how do we do that with all of the stuff in our past that we may, just regret because it had some really negative consequences for us and likely is also because of some of our choices, right? Some of our own choices. So how do we, again, take that and move forward positively? I give some examples of how I do it, how you can maybe do it. And one thing that I kind of recommend is looking at our stories differently. When you think of kind of your past, how do you look at that? And do you look at it as, okay, this happened, didn't result in what I wanted. How do I take that and do it differently next time to hopefully get a better outcome? And once you do more and more of that, you'll get better outcomes and you'll keep doing the stuff that works and you'll do less of what doesn't work. If we don't really take a second to really look at our lives, look at decisions we've made, look at those regrets that we have and use them, use your powers for good, not evil is what I always tell people, because we all have such inherent strengths, right? We all have all of our own strengths, and we have the ability to look at our lives and look at what's happened in the past and realize that we don't have to continue to do the same cycle, the cycle of stuck. You can get unstuck. And the first step is really just looking, kind of changing how we look at things, how we look at our regrets, how we look at our past. So I guess my question to you is, do you think that if you change the way you think about your past and change the way you think about your regrets and maybe use that for like knowledge of how to move forward better next time through the same kind of situations, but I'm going to do it better because I've learned a lot. So if you look at that, what have I learned? What can I do differently? How can I use what I learned from that situation with the person I am now to move forward positively? If you look at all that a little bit differently, do you think maybe that you will have a different idea of like my past and not have an idea of so much of regret and all these things I didn't do, or did wrong? And how do I say, I learned from that. I did this better. I can do this better. And if you kind of look at your past and maybe some regrets like that, you don't really have, there's nowhere for regret to live. So kind of let's take away regrets home, right? Let's take away the past that says, oh, I'm a failure. And let's take away the home there and say, okay, I'm going to flip this around. And these are all the things that are lacking. What are all the things I'm going to change to improve that? So that's kind of what the blog post is about. So definitely check it out. Again, always feel free to comment, reach out to me, follow my post notifications on all social media and everything, and keep in touch with me. Always reach out to me if I can ever give you guys any if there's ever anything that you want me to write about, I would love to do that. I love to know what's going on and to help people the best I can. So the best way I can do that is from hearing from you. So please leave comments, like things, share them, and reach out to me. My email is pretty much everywhere. It's victoria@inherentstrength.com. And then my number is 727-744-8732. Remember, we all have the ability to reach all of our big, badass goals. But let's develop together our inherent strengths to do that. And that is pretty much it. I hope everyone has a great Friday night. When I'm seeing you, it'll be Tuesday. So I hope your weekend went well or goes well. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.